Did you know that you can easily start a fundraiser on your Facebook page to collect funds for the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute? It's quick and easy and costs you nothing. So whether it's your birthday, anniversary, or you just want to help collect money for one of your favorite charities, follow these easy 6 steps to get started. Step 1. Simply navigate to the Foundation and Institute page at facebook.com/Ronald Reagan. Step 2. Click on the Fundraisers tab underneath the main page photo. Step 3. Click Raise Money in the Create a Fundraiser section. Step 4. Set up your fundraiser. You can use the default settings or edit to change your goal, fundraiser end date, and description. Step 5. Once you are done editing your fundraiser basics, click Create. Your fundraiser is now live and ready to accept donations. Your 6th and final step is to post it to your Facebook feed. Invite your Facebook friends to your fundraiser, make a donation yourself, and/or share your fundraiser via email or on other personal pages. All money raised through your fundraiser supports the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute and helps to keep President Reagan's values and principles alive. Your money supports our education programs and college scholarships, our digital and in-person events, our traveling exhibitions, and so much more. Get started today.
When you've got to the point where you can celebrate the anniversaries of your 39th birthday, you can sit back sometimes, review your life, and see it flowing before you. For me, there was a fork in the river, and it was right in the middle of my life. I never meant to go into politics. It wasn't my intention when I was young. But I was raised to believe you had to pay your way for the blessings bestowed on you. I was happy with my career in the entertainment world, but I ultimately went into politics because I wanted to protect something precious.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and welcome to this month's Live From at the Reagan Library. Remember, we do these on the first Wednesday of every month. Now, if you tried to join us last month, we really apologize. We had a lot of technical difficulties. We weren't able to go live. We did record it, though, and put it up on our YouTube channel, so you can always find it at youtube.com/Reagan Foundation. Hope I'm live now. I'm going to keep talking to you as if I am. I'm being nodded that I am. That's great news. So I had set up this whole live from with the sole purpose of being able to announce the launch date of when the Reagan Library is going to reopen. I was super excited about it, but unfortunately we're still working with the federal government and don't have permission to do that yet. But I can guarantee you, we are just days away from this announcement. So keep sticking with us, we really appreciate it. Keep checking our website at reaganlibrary.com. I promise you that announcement of when we're going to open is going to be posted there really, really soon, and we can't wait to share that news with you. So instead, we're going to use today's live from to show you the things that we've been doing. You can see some construction work behind me. We're going to show you some of the things that we've been doing to get ready for our reopening and all the new things you might be seeing when you are able to come here. So the first thing I want to mention back to us reopening is that while I can't give you the date, I can tell you that there are going to be some changes of how we reopen. We might need to operate less hours a day, we might need to operate fewer days a week. So before you just come up to the library the way you might have done so in the past, you will need to actually always go check our website first, again, reaganlibrary.com, to make sure we're open on the day you want to come visit. But what am I right now? Right now, I am standing in our special exhibition gallery hall. If you visited the Reagan Library, you might have seen things in here like Titanic or Pompeii. That's our new FBI exhibit. It's called FBI From Al Capone to Al Qaeda. And it features the stories, the extraordinary story of the FBI from inception all the way to today. And what you're seeing is us actually beginning work on the construction. The exhibit opens on July 2nd of this year, runs all the way through January 9th of next year. And right prior to the shutdown, we were very fortunate to go interview face-to-face a handful of retired FBI agents who had worked on some of the top cases. 9/11, Unabomber, Ronald Reagan's assassination attempt, the Boston Sniper, and a whole bunch of others. So when you come to this exhibition and you tour through the galleries, you're going to see a great combination of oral histories, information about the FBI, and an extraordinary artifact. For example, we have one of the jet engines that was found at the World Trade Center after 9/11. We have the actual car that Bonnie and Clyde were shot and killed in. We have the actual car that the Boston Sniper used to shoot at his victims at from the trunk. We have the Grafton pedals used for the Alcatraz escape, and so much more. So it's going to be a fascinating exhibition. Again, we really encourage you to come on out and see it. It opens July 2nd. What else do we have going through here? So although the library itself hasn't opened, just this past Friday, so just 3 or 4 days ago, we actually announced our first in-person speaker series. We are so excited. It starts this month. It's called the Time for Choosing Speaker Series. You can learn all about it on our website, thetimeforchoosing.com. That's thetimeforchoosing.com. And the speaker series was set up to discuss what is the focus of the conservative movement today. It's not so much what would Ronald Reagan do, it's what would Ronald Reagan expect of us. Each of the speakers are being asked to come in and give an actual speech that answers a handful of questions, such as why are you a Republican? What are some of the philosophies that the entire Republican Party should agree upon? Where's the future of the Republican Party? So we have on thetimeforchoosing.com, you'll see our first 7 speakers. This is just our first set, but that has the dates for the first 3. Again, all in-person events. May 27th for former Speaker of the House Paul Ryan, June 24th for former Vice President Mike Pence, and July 26th for former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. Other speakers, we have former UN Ambassador Nikki Haley, we have Senator Tom Cotton, we have Senator Tim Scott, and we have Wall Street Journal columnist and Pulitzer Prize winning columnist Peggy Noonan. Again, those are just our first 7. They're all in person here at the Reagan Library. We're super excited. Go and check that out and buy tickets for those first 3 events. What else do we have going on new here? If you missed last month's live from because we weren't actually live, just this past December, we added an all-new Abrams M1 main battle line tank outdoors in our Peace Pavilion. And then we completely renovated during this closure our cafe from top to bottom. Inside, most of the middle fixtures were removed, making it a much more airy space, more places to purchase food, order food. And then we took the entire outdoor terrace and made it a fabulous outdoor eating area with, my goodness, probably 100 seats, tables and couches and chairs and umbrellas. Just a great way to come out, grab a bite to eat, enjoy the vistas in a very comfortable, beautiful setting. So we can't wait to have you guys come back. Like I said, I think we're just days away from that announcement. Stick with us. We'll have that on reaganlibrary.com. So as I've been doing the past handful of live froms, is we talk about some items from our store that fit the theme of what our live from is about. So since this month's live from was about a handful of things, including FBI, it was also about time for choosing. I thought I would talk about some time for choosing speaker series type items that we have in our store. So the time for choosing, if you don't know, actually comes from a speech that Ronald Reagan, Governor Ronald Reagan, gave in October of 1964 when he was campaigning for Barry Goldwater as president. And I have my little cheat sheet here, but in his last paragraph of his time for choosing speech, he said, "You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness." So one of the things we sell in our store, and I'm hoping it's coming up on your screen, and I apologize if it's not, is a rendezvous with destiny paperweight for your desk. It's a really great, that really symbolizes, again, that time for a rendezvous with destiny portion of the speech. Other items we sell in our store, I know now everyone's on Netflix and Hulu and every other streaming service, but believe it or not, we still watch DVDs. And one of the DVDs we sell in our store is called Reagan Speaks. It has 22 full-length speeches. It's actually used to be one of our most best-selling items in the store prior to COVID, before we closed. And one of those speeches is the time for choosing. The other thing I wanted to share with you, I mentioned that there are 7 speakers currently confirmed for our speaker series, one of which is Peggy Noonan. And I said she's a Wall Street Journal columnist. She also was one of President Reagan's speechwriters. She's probably best known for helping to write Ronald Reagan's speech following the explosion of the Challenger shuttle. But she wrote a book called When Character Was King. It's actually one of our favorite books on Ronald Reagan. We sell that in the store, so we tied that into our speaker series. And because Time for Choosing speaker series and the Republican Party and the conservative movement, of course that makes you also think about Ronald Reagan. So we sell busts and statues of all sizes and all costs in our store. But a really great one to add to your collection. It's only $34.95. is this little bust of Ronald Reagan, which would be great for your home office or your work office. And then lastly, all the items in the store, this is actually probably my favorite, if not in my top 2 or 3. We all know that Ronald Reagan was a prolific writer. Now, he wrote his speeches on yellow pads. But one of the things that we sell in our store is this Ronald Reagan signature notepad set to sit on your desk with a leather portfolio, and you open the lid and there's notepad paper on the inside. And I absolutely love this. We thought, talking about Ronald Reagan and who he was and being a writer, we thought that'd be a fun thing to share. Now, as always, you can buy any of these products on our store website, simply going to reaganlibrary.com/store, scroll down just a little bit to the featured product section. All of these 5 items I spoke about are there right now. Or you can go to our Amazon store, amazon.com/Ronald Reagan. I think 3 of the 5 items are on that site, but there's a lot of other things there as well. So the ease of buying anything from our Reagan store through Amazon shopping. So that's another choice for you as well. So now what we're going to do, if it's working, I know it wasn't working last month, but let's try. I'm going to take your questions. So please, if you have any questions on anything I spoke about, or the Reagan Library, FBI exhibit, anything like that, go ahead and go into the comment section below, put in your comments, and let's see if I can answer any of them. I'm going to it now. I see the live, but it won't show me the comments, and then we'll keep trying. One more time. And if not, we can do what we did in the past, where if you have a question, I can just go in after the fact and answer them there in the comment section. Let me try one more time. I just refreshed the screen. Thanks for bearing with me here. I'd love to answer some questions if I can get it to load. Let's see what we find here.
I love some questions.
So if you are asking questions, I'm not seeing them. That's okay, maybe you're not. But thank you for watching. I see someone from Poland. That's pretty amazing. Thank you, Edward, for watching from Poland. So if you have any questions, like I said, just add them to the comment section, and then I'll go in later today and answer them for you, which is not a problem either. So I want to thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it. Like I said, days away from announcing our reopening. We'll be closed last March. We thought we'd be open in May of 2020. Here we are in May of 2021, still closed, but do look forward to welcoming you all back. As always, we ask you to please subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/Reagan Foundation. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook for all of our latest content. Thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness. You and I have the ability and the dignity and the right to make our own decisions and determine our own destiny.